A very happy good morning to all my students. I am Preeti Gupta and today we are going to discuss the second colligative property in this video, that is known as the alleviation of boiling point. Before starting this topic, you all know when a mixture starts boiling. When its vapor pressure is become equal to the atmospheric pressure, then we can say that a solution start boiling. If we take a water in a beaker, okay, we all know that the boiling point, or we can say, yes, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius or 373.15 Kelvin. We all know that. Why is it so? Because at this point, the vapor pressure of water is 1.013 bar, which is equals to 1 atmospheric pressure. That's why the water start boiling at 100 degree Celsius, or we can say 373.15 Kelvin. Okay, so we can say in a short form that a solution starts boiling when its vapor pressure is equal to its atmospheric pressure. Okay, now in this video we are going to discuss the alleviation of boiling point, or we can say boiling point alleviation. In the previous video, students, we discussed that in a beaker, if we take a pure solvent, then its vapor pressure is just difference from the beaker in which we take the 1 mole of solute and 1 mole of solvent. Okay, we have discussed this topic in the vapor pressure also. Okay, we just found the less vapors and more vapors are there. Okay, so that is known as the boiling point elevation. What that means? Boiling point elevation is the phenomenon that occurs when the boiling point of a liquid, that means a solvent, is increased when another compound is added. Okay, please don't correlate this elevation and boiling point with positive and negative deviation. Please don't correlate. What was I am going to tell you about that when the boiling point of a liquid is increased when another compound is added, such the solution has a higher boiling point than the pure solvent. Why is it so? Suppose we have a beaker in which we take a small quantity of water in it. Okay, and another beaker will take the sucrose plus water. So the sucrose act as a non-volatile solute. So when we add a non-volatile solute in a solvent, what happens? When we boil this solution, we reach this solution to reach at till the atmospheric pressure. So we need to increase the temperature. Okay, and then when we increase the temperature, the boiling point increases. So when we add a non-volatile solute in the solvent, then the boiling point increases, and the boiling point increases than the pure solvent. So that is known as the alleviation of boiling point. Okay, so boiling point alleviation occurs when a non-volatile solute is added to a pure solvent. Okay, just see this diagram. I just make it over here in a small portion. Just see, here's the vapor pressure. On the y-axis I'll take the vapor pressure, on x-axis I'll take the temperature. Okay, so when vapor pressure is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure, so this is the line of the atmospheric pressure. Okay, then the solution start boiling. Here I'll take the 2 beaker in which I'll take a pure solvent, and another beaker I'll take the solution in which 1 non-volatile solute is added. So what happen if we add a non-volatile solute? Its boiling point increases, because we reach to that point, we must increase the temperature also than the pure solvent. The boiling point increases of the solution. This is basically known as elevation in boiling point, which is denoted by delta TB. Okay, so what is TB naught? What is TB naught? TB naught is the boiling point of pure solvent, and TB is the boiling point of solution. Okay, so TB is more than TB naught. So the increase in the boiling point, delta TB is equals to TB minus TB naught. Delta TB is known as elevation of boiling point. Don't get confused in this. This is for the pure and this is for the solution. Okay, we have discussed the boiling point of pure solvent decreases. Hence the boiling of elevation increases. So delta TB increases. Suppose this is 50. This is 100. So 100 minus 50 is equals to 50. So this is the increase in delta TB. Okay, so the increase in the boiling point, it is denoted by delta TB, which is equals to TB minus TB naught. Delta TB is known as elevation of boiling point. Okay, we can write for dilute solution, the elevation of boiling point, which is denoted by delta TB, is directly proportional to the molar concentration. We have already discussed that this is a colligative property and which depend only upon the amount of the solute. Okay, so now here we are going to take a new term that is known as molality. Okay, we have already discussed these terms in the first video, concentration terms. That some terms are temperature dependent and some terms are temperature independent. Those terms which have volume, like molarity. If we talk about molarity, what is the definition of molarity? Number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution. So here comes volume. That means volume depends upon temperature. So molarity depends upon the temperature, but molality does not depend upon the temperature. If we increase or decrease the temperature, it does not affect the molality. Okay, students. So here, for dilute solutions, if we dilute a solution, the elevation of boiling point, which is denoted by delta TB, is directly proportional to the molar concentration. It's not molar, it's molar. Okay, we are talking about here molality. Molar concentration of the solute in a solution. So we can write in the mathematical expression like delta TB is directly proportional to M. If we skip this proportionality sign, we got a constant over here. Okay, so this constant is known as boiling point elevation constant or molar elevation constant or abelioscopic constant. Now it's time to know what is the unit of Kb. Students, we know that if we want to find the unit of Kb, what we have to do? We have to do this like that. Kb is equals to delta TB upon M. Okay. What is delta TB? Delta TB is the boiling point, and when we are talking about the boiling point, that means we are talking about the temperature. So what is the SI unit of temperature? That is known as Kelvin. So I am going to write here Kelvin. Okay, this is molality. So what is molality? Mass of solute divided by mass of solvent. Okay, in kg, right? It means N divided by kg. So kg goes to the upside. So what does the unit become? Kelvin kilogram per mole. Kelvin kilogram per mole. Okay, is that clear to all of you? Okay, now we know that molality is equals to W2 divided by M2. W2 divided by M2 divided by W1 into 1000. We have already discussed. Okay. Now we got this value, and now we put this value of m in this equation. We got this formula. Delta TB is equals to KB into 1000 into W2. What is W2 here? This is the grams of solute. Okay. And what is the W1 here? This is the grams of solvent. What is M2 here? Gram of solute. Okay. Now question in the board exam, in the question directly wants to calculate the M2. So how to calculate the M2? You have to put the direct formula in the answer and just keep the given. Okay. Just M2 is equals to, if we find M2 from this equation. Now this equation appears. Are you all getting the point? Okay, students. Now I'm going to explain a numerical of your NCERT. Okay. Just to understand better the elevation of boiling point, I am here to discuss your in-text question, in-text example 2.7 of your NCERT. This question states that 18 gram of glucose, the formula is given to us, is dissolved in 1 kilogram of water in a saucepan. So we can easily determine that which is solute and which is solvent. In this question, solute is lesser quantity, that is 18 gram of glucose, and the solvent is the higher quantity, that is 1 kilogram of water. So here the question asks us that at what temperature will water boil at 1.013 bar. This is the pressure given to us. So we can easily understood that this question talks about the boiling point, and that is temperature is 373.15 Kelvin. Okay, so when we read the question, we can just underline some important things, that this is what? This is solute, this is solvent, this is the formula by which we can calculate the molar mass. Okay, temperature, we have to find out the temperature. Okay, and at which pressure the water start boiling at 1.013 bar, that means at temperature that is 373.15 Kelvin. Kb of water is given to us, that is 0.52 Kelvin kilogram per mole. This is per mole. Okay, now start writing the answer. First of all, I have to calculate the number of moles of solute, that is glucose. So according to from the formula, when we calculate the molar mass, that is 180 kilogram. So the number of moles of glucose is equals to weight divided by molar mass. Okay, here weight is given to us, that is 18 gram. Now I'll put the value of here 18 divided by 180. What I get 1 by 10, or we can say 0.1 mole of glucose. Now number of kilogram, how much solvent is present, that is 1 kg. So we can determine the molality. So here we can write it, number of kilograms of solvent, that is equal to 1 kg, students. Okay, from this we can calculate the molality, that is noted by small m. Okay, number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kilogram, so that is equal to 0.1 divided by 1. So here we get 0.1 m small m. Okay, this is the unit of molarity, or you can write mole per kg. According to your convenience, you can write it 1 mole per kg. Is that clear to all of you? Now just see in the question This is the question basically. Have you all seen this question? Now, so here I am going to write that is 0.1. Now we know the formula for the calculation of elevation in boiling point, that is delta TB is equals to KBM. The value of M we find it out. The value of KB is given in the question. By this we can calculate the value of TB. Now I am putting the values of all these in the equation. Okay, so I am going to put that is the value of KB is 0.52, which is given to us in the question. The molality we find out that is 0.1. By this we can calculate the temperature. What is the temperature? Now the answer is 0.052 Kelvin. The unit is Kelvin, temperature. Okay, now in this question, at bar pressure is given to us for water. Now we can calculate, by this pressure we can calculate the temperature of the pure solvent. So now here delta TB naught. What is given to us? Delta TB naught. What is a delta TB naught? At particular pressure, the delta TB naught is equal to 373.15 Kelvin at 1.013 bar. We discussed in the previous video in the elevation and boiling point. We discussed this. Now water starts boiling at this temperature, basically at this vapor pressure. Okay, now we know the formula delta TB is equals to TB minus TB naught. We know this. Okay, according to all the calculations, we have the value of delta TB. We have the value of delta TB naught. Now once we calculate the value of delta TB, now putting all the values in this equation, what we get? Now this is 0.052. We have to calculate the TB minus 373.15. Once the value, the place is here negative, then it goes in that sign, that side it convert into the positive sign. So here 0.052 plus 373.15 is equals to TB. On adding them, what we get? The answer is, we get the value 373.202 Kelvin. So this is the answer. Basically, this is the answer. Value, you have to write the unit also, because unit contains marks in your board exam. So don't miss to write unit. Okay, in each and every point, and the last is the answer. You must write the unit. It consists half marks according to the question, basically. So this is the overall solvation of the problem. Please, if you don't understand, please go through the video again, go through your NCERT, then you can understand much better. Thank you. In the next video, we'll discuss the next colligative property. Till then, stay safe, stay home.